What is going on, Colts Nation? It's Elijah from Sports Talk Indy after a very, very long hiatus away, spending time with family and all of the craziness that this year has brought. I'm so excited to be back making videos and getting to cover our beloved Indianapolis Colts this year, hopefully to be able to cover more Indiana Pacers and Indiana Fever. Obviously, so much was missed. The Colts obviously did not make the playoffs. There was so much going on with the draft and with spring training, or with training camp, excuse me, in baseball mode still. In training camp, obviously everything going on. And then you had the Indiana Pacers making it all the way to the NBA Finals. And then everything going on with the Indiana Fever. Caitlin Clark seemingly being the villain of the WNBA and all of that comes with it. But we've got so much to cover and so little time. We are going to start covering the Indianapolis Colts as much as possible. Not going to promise every day, but we're going to do our very, very best to cover the Indianapolis Colts every single day. So let's talk about what we missed. Obviously, there was so much that went into the draft this year. We got our guy in Tyler Warren. If you were like me and following along every step of the way, you know that was pretty much exactly what every mock draft had. They had Tyler Warren going to the Indianapolis Colts. I think this is going to be an electric pick. No matter who ends up being the quarterback one, which we will cover in this video, so stick around. No matter who will be the quarterback one, a guy like Tyler Warren on a rookie contract for 4 more years is going to be really, really good for this Colts team. I think that was a great pick. I think now I'm going to butcher the name, so I'm not even going to try. But our defensive end or edge rusher coming out of Ohio State, I think that was a great pick. I think even Riley Leonard replacing Sam Ellinger as just a guy in the back who's not going to shine but could be there as your QB3 if you need him. I think that was a good pick. And obviously, to back up Jonathan Taylor, DJ Giddens is a fantastic pick and has been really, really good throughout this entire training camp. There was that. Then there was the Indiana Pacers heartbreakingly losing to the Oklahoma City Thunder in the NBA Finals and all that's going on with the Indiana Pacers and what is the future going to hold next for this team. But for right now, we're going to cover the quarterback one battle and where it stands right now, Sunday, August 3rd, 2025, and where we are. Where are we right now? What does this look like? So, here's what we know. The key contenders, obviously, Anthony Richardson. In case you're new, I want to cover everybody. In case you're new, Anthony Richardson going into year 3 of the NFL season. His 3rd NFL season has yet to complete 15 games. He looks good. His training camp has been really, really good. But as the start of training camp started, Shane Steichen and Chris Ballard said that this is an open race, that both Daniel Jones and Anthony Richardson will split reps going into this, and that has not changed. As of today, first team starters both played, and both quarterbacks struggled today, but have had a really good camp otherwise. Anthony Richardson, so far, right now, seems to be the betting favorite at minus 350 to be the starting quarterback for the Indianapolis Colts starting week 1. But you've also got a lot of things going into this. You've got injury history. You've got an injury history of a guy who already this training camp, already this offseason, has shown signs of soreness in that same arm of which we had the AC joint. Ballard has emphasized patience with Anthony Richardson, citing past examples of drafted quarterbacks who blossomed later in their careers. He believes Anthony Richardson deserves a chance to develop. I agree 100%. I think that is exactly where we need to be, but don't get me wrong. I have never been more skeptical of Anthony Richardson and his abilities than I am right now at this very moment because of the injuries. I think consistency is something that you can grow in. I think consistency is something, hitting the short routes, hitting the guys at their breaks. I think those are all fixable things. But the thing that scares me the most with Anthony Richardson is the injury history. Now, counterpart. You've got Daniel Jones, 27-year-old quarterback, formerly of the New York Football Giants, who has had really strong glimpses in his career of being what looks to be a really good quarterback. Daniel Jones has had really good seasons with really poor offensive line and really poor receivers and arguably very poor coaching. That being said, that doesn't mean that I'm rooting for Daniel Jones, but I want to be unbiased in the coverage of this quarterback battle because last year, going into the season, I was very biased pro Anthony Richardson and felt myself very disappointed. So all that being said, where are we right now? The pros with Anthony Richardson: athleticism, improving accuracy, high upside. He is right now favored to be the starter week 1 because he's had a fantastic camp. As of early August, Richardson appears to hold the early edge, backed by training camp momentum and fan consensus, but Jones remains firmly in the mix. What Dan Orlovsky has said this week is that the Colts will likely, according to what has been heard around the league, the Colts will likely let whoever is the starting quarterback week 1 have only between 4 and 6 weeks to really earn their spot as the continued starter of the Indianapolis Colts. Now, I don't know that I love that move, but it's also not my decision. And this is what is heavily viewed as the last chance for Chris Ballard and Shane Steichen to nail this. If not, heavily reported around the league is that the common feeling around, the gut feeling around the league is that Carly Ursay is going to blow the whole thing up. It's going to start with a new quarterback, new head coach, new general manager. All of it is going to be gone. Now, here's where we are this week. Again, both Daniel Jones and Anthony Richardson have had really good camps. You've seen all the clips on social media. If you haven't, go look at the Colts Twitter. They look fantastic. Now, if you noticed, Saturday, all of the highlights that they posted were of the defense intercepting Anthony Richardson and like some other defensive plays. Now, this Colts defense looks really, really, really good. Obviously missing right now Jalen Jones and Juju Brents. We'll cover that as soon as we get more information on those two. But as of right now, this Colts defense looks good. And I'm not necessarily knocking Anthony Richardson for struggling yesterday, but it does make me a little nervous. So here's what we have coming up this week, August 5th, Tuesday. The Colts will visit the Baltimore Ravens for a joint practice, followed by their preseason opener Thursday, August 7th. Now, then after that will be August 14th. The Colts will host the Green Bay Packers at Grand Park for joint sessions before facing them August 16th. I think those are going to be two monumental and massive shifts in this quarterback battle for QB1 of the Indianapolis Colts. Now, I don't want to hear all of the rage in the comment section about who you think or Anthony Richardson deserves this or Danny Jones deserves this. I don't want to hear it. But what I do want to hear in the comment section is who you think will be quarterback 1 for the Indianapolis Colts. Without any negativity, any knocking of anyone, who's going to be the quarterback 1 of the Indianapolis Colts? My vote right now is it's probably going to be Anthony Richardson. I think he looks really good. I think Daniel Jones looks good, but I think Anthony Richardson holds the fact that he's on a multi-year deal, and he's still only 22 years old or 23 years old now. There's a lot that we have seen already. He looks good. He looks lean. He looks fit. I think this could potentially be a really good year for Anthony Richardson, but if not, I'm glad to know that the Indianapolis Colts are not going to hitch their horse or hitch their wagon to a horse with no legs, and that they at least have a decent, passing enough quarterback that can carry the rest of the offense if need be. Hopefully not, but if need be, I'm glad to know that there is an insurance policy that could look really good. Daniel Jones could be a really, really good quarterback. We've never seen him with a good offensive line or good wide receivers or good coaching. This could be the year that we start to see everything shift for Daniel Jones or for Anthony Richardson. Either way, I'm excited to be back and to be covering the Indianapolis Colts this season.